situation in North Korea. What's the latest we have on that? And the dictator Kim Jong Un, what would happen if he is gravely ill and does pass away? Is there any succession plan there in that dictatorship?
Well, it's a very good question. Of course, we need to caveat all this by the key proviso is that we don't know that he's passed away yet. There's a lot of rumours floating around, but the South Korean authorities are saying, well, no, we haven't heard that confirmed. And it's very interesting. Moon Jae-in, the president of South Korea, has been very keen to build relations with North Korea. He's taken a very softly approach towards North Korea. And it's almost like he's willing Kim Jong Un not to go away. It's really interesting dynamic at work there, because there are other sources that are saying, no, it's really, there's more and more evidence that he's not coming back. But of course, it's been 2 weeks now since he hasn't been seen. There's the reports that he went to hospital. There's the reports that he didn't turn up to the key anniversary parade for his grandfather, for the key anniversary in mid-April. His absence at that was very, very disturbing in terms of the political stability of North Korea. And since then, I mean, we've had disappearances in the past, we've had absences in the past, and they've been partly explained by either a small operation, some medical condition from which his father recovered, and others have recovered. There's also the rumour out there that perhaps this is some way of, eliciting a response from those would-be traitors, and perhaps ferreting them out and making sure that they can be dealt with. But I think that kind of thesis is now wearing a little bit thin, because it has been a long time that we have not seen him or heard from him. And this is raising considerable uncertainty. Now, getting to your point now about the line of succession, this, of course, is where it's really murky, because in the past, Kim Jong Un, his father, Kim Jong-il, I should say, Kim Jong-un's father, had a clear succession mapped out. Same with Kim Il-sung, Kim Jong-il's father. The lineage is very, very clear. Of course, Kim Jong-un's sons, his children are too young. His eldest is 10. That's not old enough to really be responsible. But he's got his sister, and this is where it's very interesting. Kim Yo-jong, who's only a few years younger than him, grew up with him in Switzerland in secluded conditions, and is his most trusted advisor. Now, on one level, you'd think that makes sense. She's the obvious successor if he's fallen off the perch. But of course, it's a patriarchal society, and it's one where really all of the key leaders along the way have all been men in the military, in the security services, and all the presidents have all been men. So it would fly in the face of that. There are pundits who are strongly arguing that she wouldn't have the credibility, she wouldn't be able to muster the political weight, if you like, to gain office and hold office. And this then raises the question, well, who else is there, And there's, of course, questions about his uncle, who has been a diplomat for the last 40 years, and that's his father's brother, Kim Jong-il, who has spent a lot of time abroad. Had a very low profile abroad. He was ambassador to a number of countries, but he's back. He's been back since last year, I believe. And he is, of course, a more elderly man. He arguably is about 65, I understand. He is probably somebody who might have a bit more credibility, but he's somebody whose trustworthiness is not necessarily guaranteed. And of course, the other key people in the equation, the key military commanders and the military and the security services, will want to guarantee their safety and their position, and of course the stability of North Korea. So there's a lot of potential moving parts. There's a couple of other contenders as well, but of course, given that there's this uncertainty, given that we've got potentially Kim Jong-il and potentially Kim Yo-jong as his sister and his uncle as the potential candidates, if we do see a splintering, some siding with one, some siding with the other, then there is a risk of a political unravelling. And of course, we know that North Korea is quite brittle politically. It's held together by repression. And of course, thrown in on top of that is the rumours of a considerable outbreak of coronavirus, which is one of the reasons, one of the rumours out there is that one of the reasons why perhaps Kim Jong Un is in hiding, if he isn't completely incapacitated, is that he's afraid of coronavirus or COVID-19. Now, I mean, the rumour mill is
it's
just
a very
amazing.
uncertain situation. Professor Blaxland, I appreciate your time and analysis. Thank you.